If you are looking for newer property in the northwest portion of Phoenix, then today we are talking about the community of Fireside at Norterra, and we're starting right now. All right, welcome back. I'm Michelle Miller with Michelle Miller AZ, and today we are in the northwest, I call it like the near west part of the Phoenix Valley. So, and what I mean by that is, so if you move from east to west, Scottsdale is like the farthest east, then you hit Phoenix. Phoenix is really long, they run parallel. And then as you get closer to the 17, this community is just east of the 17, and then when I call the west side is more like when you're dealing with Peoria and Glendale and stuff like that. Those are a little bit farther west. So today, like I said, we are going to be talking about the community of Fireside at Norterra. So there's a lot of communities like this that are in Scottsdale, but on this side of town, this is one of the few that offers like kind of the clubhouse, pool, tennis, you know, all that kind of stuff. So, all right, let's just kind of jump right into the neighborhood in general. Okay, like I mentioned, it's just east of the 17. It kind of butts up. It's just a little bit in from there and just north of Norterra shopping district. So this is an attractive area. So it's a little bit more affordable than just going a little farther east. So you get a little bit more for your money. If you're gonna work at Taiwan Semiconductor, this could be a great possibility for you because it would take you 10-12 minutes to get to work, so it's very close. All right, so some of the amenities that this community offers. So they have a 16,000 square foot community center, which is kind of plopped in the middle of it, and then like all the houses that have developed around it. Houses here were built, it looks from, you know, the ones that I've looked through, starting in like the mid 2000s and then on up, kind of ending construction around 2015, 2016, somewhere in there. So that about that decade, they were building out this community. The community also offers a heated lap pool. They have a really nice little play area for kiddos. So it's like a kind of a play pool, but it's got all this equipment. It looks like a small water park. It's actually really nice. They have a spa. They have a rock climbing wall. They have a sauna, and then they also have an outdoor hot tub. Oh, and then they also offer tennis and basketball courts. So, you know, pretty well rounded, and grassy areas too. So if you want to bring your dogs over there, and I'm not sure of the leash policies. Most of the time they make you keep them on leash, but at least the dogs can get in grass that you might not have in your yard. So it's a really, really nice community center. They also have like a big entertainment or banquet area that you can, it looks like you can rent it out if you had maybe a wedding, or, you know, maybe some class reunion or some other event that you wanted sort of a big space, and then they have a big working kitchen associated with that. So the community does offer or does do a lot of nice events for the community. I actually have a friend that moved in here. I sold her house. And so she did say it was a really nice and good way to get to meet people, you know, moving there and not really knowing anybody. Okay, so let's talk about housing in this area. So like I said, there's a little bit of everything. So there's gated areas, there's not gated areas, there's townhouse style, there's small homes, there's big homes. So you might find like in the townhome style, they're stacked. So a unit could be at the bottom. They kind of live like a ranch style house. You have a garage, and then you have direct entry, which is really nice. And those can range in size from around 1,300 on up. There is probably a little bit larger model than that. Small home right now, of the ones that were available, there was an 1,800 square foot house listed at around 610,000, and then they jump all the way up. There's to homes that are like 4,300 square feet, going for over $1 million. So you can see there is a wide variety of housing options in the community. Like I said, they were all built starting around 2005 on up. So let's talk about pros and cons. So pros to this community, I think, are just all the amenities that are available to you living in this community, and for not a very high price. Their HOA fee right now is $437 per quarter. So if you belong to like Lifetime Fitness or something, that could run you, you know, $100 a month, just that. And now you have the pool, you have the spa, you have the rock wall, you have the events. So it actually, I feel, is a pretty good deal for the money. Another pro is the strong sense of community that having this community center and the events that they do. You get to know your neighbors, like my friend did. You get to be involved with other people and kind of get to know your neighbors, where sometimes people are in their house so much, especially here and, you know, when it's hot. So it is a good way to get you acclimated into your community. Also, the proximity to nature is very good in this community. You're very close to a lot of hiking and biking trails that are along the Sonoran Desert Drive. There's also The Phoenix Mountain Preserve is actually in close proximity as well. So if you like to get out and do a little hiking or biking, this is a great location for that as well. Another pro is the quick access to Highway 17 that goes north and south. And then 17 can connect to the 101 that goes all the way around the Phoenix Scottsdale area. So like I said, good proximity to kind of get you everywhere that you need to be. From this community, you're probably about 25-30 minutes to Phoenix Sky Harbor, just as a reference point to like downtown and stuff if you did work downtown. The other thing that you are close to is, like I said, is Norterra. So Norterra is a nice and growing shopping district where there's restaurants, there's movie theaters, there's bars with live entertainment. So you're close to a lot of like fun things in the area. Another pro is it's considered like security and safety. I guess getting to know your neighbors, know who belongs just from these events can give you a sense of more security potentially, knowing that people know when you're gone and can watch out for your place, things like that. And as with every subdivision I talk about, there are always cons. There's no perfect place to live. So what would be considered a con in this area? So for some people, the HOA fees might just be a little too high. They don't, if you don't use those resources, then it might be a cost that you don't really want to take on. So that might be a con for you. Homes in this community tend to go a little bit more per square foot than the surrounding areas because they offer these amenities. So that is something to consider. So you're gonna pay for that. Also, you have modern, newer homes, so the price tag on the houses are generally a little bit higher. Some people might find it a limited nightlife situation. Like I said, Norterra is close, but if you're used to living in a real urban area where you can walk everywhere, well, this isn't really gonna be the scene for you, or it's gonna be very different. So that some people might consider that a con. Also, if you go into Phoenix or Scottsdale for work, that reverse commute at the end of the day is getting very congested coming home. So that can be a definite con for a lot of people, is contending with that traffic. And that's just because the west side, there's a lot of empty land that people can actually build on. And that's just kind of where everything is really growing to. However, a pro is, I guess, with all the development, can add appreciation to your home. So if you're buying and this is a big hot developing area, well then that's great for your value of your home and your property. Another con could be the fact that you're going to have to deal with the construction that's going on. There is a lot of commercial development that's going on very close to this community, which is great. It's bringing more restaurants and shopping options, but again, you're dealing with traffic around the neighborhood that as you're going to and from your house. So that could be a definite con. One last con might be the distance to downtown. Like I said, you are close to the 17. You can take that straight in, but again, it's going to take you about 30 minutes or so. Some people that have lived in urban areas will think 30 minutes is nothing, and other people think, holy cow, 30 minutes is a long time. However, that's going in, and then like I said, the reverse commute at the end of the day, or even in the morning too, because the west side is becoming so popular and then people are going out to work, you could hit some traffic in the morning as well. So just something to consider. Schools in this area, you are going to be in the Deer Valley School District, so you can do some research on that and see how you feel about that. The homes in here are at Union Hills Elementary and Middle School, and then you have Barry Goldwater for the high school. The Deer Valley School District is the 5th largest in the state, so it services Peoria, Anthem, New River, Phoenix, and Glendale. So a lot of schools, 38 schools total in this school district. So again, do your own research. You know what's important to you and your kids and your kids' education. We also do have a lot of charter schools in this state, so I know that there are charter schools around there as well. So overall, I think this is a really nice community. I think it has a lot of nice amenities. Like I said, you are close to shopping and restaurants and things like that. But if you are used to a very vibrant nightlife, then it might not be for you. But overall, I think it's a really solid community. A lot of nice housing options here at various price points. So all in all, I think it's a good buy. So if you have any questions about the community or other areas in the Phoenix Scottsdale area, please reach out. My contact information will be at the end of the video. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.